Hey guys, welcome to Bass Kicking Outdoors. Yeah, I'm in the same hoodie because I'm getting to record this on the same night. I'm pretty excited about it, getting to record 2 videos. Hopefully I can get this one out this weekend coming up, and it'll be out probably Sunday. But anyways guys, we're going to do a monster bass unboxing, and I'm stoked because I haven't seen this done before, and I'm gonna do something a little different than I normally do. Usually I take a monster bass box and I kind of compare it to a mystery tackle box. But this time, we're going to compare a monster bass box versus a monster bass box. And we're going to do the South region versus the Pacific Northwest Mountain Prairie. It's a long name, hard to say. We're just going to call it the Mountain Prairie. But we're going to do the Mountain Prairie, which is kind of the area that I'm in, the box that I usually do, and versus the South region. And this is going to be the $34.99 box. And we're going to see what differences there is. We're going to see what, if there's any different baits in the box, if there's any different colors in the box, and just kind of stack them up against each other. So anyways, let's get after it and get into these boxes. Alright guys, so if you're new to the channel or you're new to Monster Bass and not heard of them, Monster Bass is a monthly subscription box of lures that's kind of like Mystery Tackle Box. It's the competitor. It was started by Rick from, he originally started Lucky Tackle Box, or was one of the co-founders, and he just did not like how it was going. So he started his own, started Monster Bass, and it is awesome. Right now we're kind of in the middle of a winter time, or not winter quite yet, but it's fall, transition into winter, and we're in a time where maybe you don't even want to buy a fishing box. You're not gonna be able to go out and fish. But what Monster Bass is doing is trying to make it intriguing so that we keep on buying. And this month is headlined by River to Sea. And so there is a Lipless Crankbait in the box, and we'll get into that here in just a second. And then next month, they're going to be doing an iCast box where it's going to be new lures coming out next year, and it's going to be some new lures, and it's going to be really cool. I'm really excited to check that one out here in a couple weeks. Hopefully I can kick that video out real fast. This one's coming out a little bit late. If you see my last video, you probably know why. But let's dive in to the Monster Bass Box Pacific Northwest Mountain Prairie. So this is my region, so I'm in Kansas, and so this is the region that Mountain Prairie. It's a prairie part of Kansas, and let's dive in. We got a card right here, and this says that there's River to Sea, there's Lunker Hunt, there's Super K, Steel Shad. That one's pretty interesting. I'm excited about that one. ZMan, Bama Baits, Hog Farmer Baits, and Mustad Hooks. All right. Let's just dive into the one that is really cool here. And this is the Steel Shad. Really never fished anything like this. And this is it's supposed to imitate injured bait fish. But it is pretty sweet. You can fish it all kinds of different ways. It's a really kind of big fall time lure, I think, in colder months. I've read that you can actually fish this year round and probably catch some fish. You can fish it all different ways. It's kind of meant to be like you jig with it, but you can actually swim this. You can do all kinds of cool things with this. I would say kind of do some research on it and how you want to fish it before you do. But there's all kinds of colors out there. Pretty cool company. But it's the original Steel Shad. It's a blade type bait. Is what that is. Next in the box is the Hog Farmer Bait Company. It's a swim bait, spunk shad. Got a white color here, kind of a straight tail instead of like a ribbon tail, straight tail. Next soft plastic is a Bama Baits. Looks like a kind of little finesse worm that you do some wacky rigging with. I think that'd be pretty sweet with it. And it says it's infused with Bama fuel, so it must have some proprietary scent to it. And then we'll just continue on the soft plastics bandwagon here and go with the ZMan 10X Tough. It's called the Mud Bug. It looks like just a classic worm, classic kind of like what Googans have the lunker logs or something like that. Classic stick bait. Anyways, next is the Lunker Hunt Square Bill. And this is a 1/4 ounce, 0 to 2.5 feet diving. Pretty interesting looking square bill. I don't know, not high value, but not too bad. Then let's go to the headline, which is the River to Sea Ruckus, which is their lipless crankbait. It is 3/4 ounce and 3 inches in length. It looks like a very quality bait. I'm excited to get out there and fish this thing. This one kind of comes in. I had a couple. I bought a lot of boxes this month. I bought some as Christmas presents, and I've seen a lot of them come with the red one. This one's kind of a perch looking color. That's what it looks like. I don't know what they call it. Yeah, they call it real perch. Sweet. And then we got this Super K Jig. I don't really know much about this. I'll have to check it out. It has a code on here to get some percentage off of it. But it's a pretty sweet looking jig. Let's open up this bag and take a look at it. I'll try to always show you guys some close-ups here, but kind of looks custom made a little bit. Must be kind of a smaller company, I think. I don't know, I'll check it out. Not really sure, I hadn't heard of them. Super K Jigs. Pretty sweet looking though. Last but not least on the lures is some Mustad treble hooks, so you can change out all your treble hook needs. Monsterbass logo and a coupon for Detour sunglasses. Now, they were giving out some sunglasses, like, I don't know, 200 pair, 50 pair, I don't know how many there were. And they were going to be in random boxes. Now, I bought like 4 boxes this month. Not because of that, I bought some Christmas presents, but I'd never received any of the sunglasses, so interesting. Now, alright guys, that was the Mountain Prairie version. Let's dive into the South version. So I want to do a comparison to see if they're shipping exactly the same stuff with different colors, or if there is some nuances to it. So let's grab the card. Now, River to Sea, you got the ruckuses in there. The lunker hunt, it's a little different actually, so we'll get into that. And then we got Strike King, then we got Bomber Lures, ZMan, Bama Baits, Stanley Jig / Hail Lures. I think we have the Stanley in there. And then Mustad hooks again. Let's dive into the lunker hunt. Now this lunker hunt is a little different than the other one in the box. This is a longer crankbait bill. So this is going to dive 0 to 8 feet. Interesting depth difference there. But that one's a little bit different. Show you guys those. Yeah, just drop the jig. Alright, then we got the, I won't get these mixed up here, put this one here. We got the ruckus, so let's dive into this ruckus here. Same ruckus, just different color. So down south they went with more of a silver and black, more of a shad looking color. They call it chrome black. Same thing with this lure, great lure, looks pretty cool. Different color for south. And then they went with Strike King. So instead of Super K jigs, they went with a Strike King jig. So you get a jig, but a little different. This one is the Hack Attack. Then we got Mustad hooks are the same, treble hooks. You can change those out. Monsterbass logo. These are actually pretty sweet looking. These are called Why Nots. And this is by the Fish Stanley. There's my phone going off in the background. Probably my wife looking for me. Anyways, guys, that's a pretty interesting lure. I like it though, kind of ribbed. And then we got the Bama Baits, infused with Bama Fuel. Same stick bait looking thing. Different color. They went with a black and blue flake. And then we got the Bomber Model A. So it is a crankbait. It dives, let's see here, Model A. It's kind of got like a, I think it dives 2 to 4 feet, but there's a whole kind of informational pamphlet on the back here that tells you what it is, and you got to find the model number. That's too complicated. Oh, BO6A. Actually, this one dives 6 to 8 feet. That's what this one is, which makes sense with that bill. All right, then last is ZMan, and this looks like kind of a drop shot or a yeah, probably a drop shot type of lure. It's called the Slim Swims Watermelon Red. Pretty sweet looking. I think that'd be a great drop shot lure. So anyway, guys, so it looks like ZMan, the difference was the Mountain Prairie got some worms, the South got some drop shot stuff. The Why Nots were kind of, I think that was the Stanley, or the Hale Lures maybe? Stanley, yep, that was the Stanley Lures. And that kind of replaced the Hog Farmer ones. And then, yeah. So, similar, some stick baits, some different colors. Down south there's some black and blue, and other than that, pretty similar stuff. I would say the biggest difference is that steel shad. I really like that steel shad, and obviously down south it's still warmer, and so that steel shad, people consider it kind of a more cold water bait, even though you can fish it year round, and so that is why it probably was in the Northwest Mountain Prairie thing. But anyways, guys, I am so excited to be bringing you these boxes. I really think Monsterbass is doing some cool stuff. I think next month, if you've not bought Monsterbass, next month is the month to get it. And they are going to be doing an iCast box for the month of December. It's going to be great for gifts. It's going to be great just to get. So you guys go out and get it. I think it is a great box. Now, I'm not affiliated with them. I just want to make sure you guys know that. I do, whenever I drop a link in the description, probably it is an affiliate link where I do earn some revenue from it for the channel. I've not earned very much, but I have earned a little bit, so that's pretty cool. Made a little bit of money on YouTube. Thanks, guys. But anyways, it earns just a few cents per click. But guys, thank you for watching, and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and as always, I'll catch you guys next time.